It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down, 180. 56, right there, 56. Check back. Right. Check.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I'm coming after you. Check 13. Right Monday, down.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch the boot. Kill. 734. Hey, echo. 56 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Carr. That one caught. It's the rookie Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Express. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
93. Hey, orbit. 53.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a handoff here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Carl Nassib there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here we go again. 44 to Mike. 44. Yellow.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. There's the first NFL catch for the former Georgia Bulldog, Mecole Hardman. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here's Tyler Newsome now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check. Press down. Easy. 44's Mike. Check.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Carr now on first down. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right there, 56. I got him. Raider 9. Wide. Get wide.
From the 41, Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. After one, it's 9-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
6-18. Hey, exit. Raider 2. 53. I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. Well, the road not likely to get any easier anytime soon.
Hey, watch it. Express. Watch the twits. Mike, 53.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Low.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Carr. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Carlson is good. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
What we got? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Check 37. Check 37. Hey, yo, go. Motion.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
I don't need to. Wait. He don't know no better. Check 4. 15. Grace don't travel. Check 25. Check 25.
And to give this time to the tailback. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 57. Yellow. Check the backer. Banjo. Hey, like Ripple.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Come. You. Come on, baby.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A big play that time for the Raiders. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jacobs from the gun. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
From the 31, Carr. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 53 to Mike.
From the gun, Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Down. You right at it? 3, Mike. Express. White Monday down.
53's Mike.
Express.
53's Mike. Drop deep.
Express.
53's Mike. 53. Check 53.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
29. That's it.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Taco Charlton able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Down. 56. 180. 180. We're good. 185. 637.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. All you get is a headache.
Express. White.
On third and long, it's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Results in a 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Carlson is good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come back. Check 52. 57 colors. 57 colors.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the Raiders' 21-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Yellow. There's a wide right.
No. He's coming. Double up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
For the Chiefs field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
And the kick by Butker is good. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Yellow. Come back.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the slant.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Kaiser. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards on the play.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Watch the safety creep.
From the red zone now, Kaiser. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfro, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Slam, slam, slam. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
24 is the mic. You must echo. 24 is the mic.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A 1st down throw for Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They'll throw here. Kaiser looking downfield for Joe. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play. Kaiser on 1st down. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 43, 43.
Now here's Mahomes, and he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
44. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
First down, Chiefs.
Yellow, yellow.
On 1st, here's Washington. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
back to Washington. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for the Raiders. 61 yards. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit
more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
9.
Hey, Alpha. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 53's the mic.
To throw again. Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Again, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 24 is the mark.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is caught by Watkins.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Carr now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
We're good.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Carr. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. Room to run inside the 40. He's got his man on the crossing route. And finally taken down at the 34. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Under 10.
Now Kaiser on 4th down. Boy stays up. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down What a huge play at this point in the game. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now Washington. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Sponge! No! Tighten up!
Staying on the ground with Washington. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAndre Washington. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Next to score, Chiefs 33, Raiders 20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Chris Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Charles, we saw a lot of